the physical and emotional abuse caused by my own mother and me. Whenever my mother comes home from Hong Kong, along with my sister Emmeline, expect beating from her. Will we never understand why a mother does so? My father, Jamie, left Iloilo, along with my younger brother Malik, when he found out about my mother's affair with a Chinese national in Hong Kong. Then, I was left behind in Iloilo with my grandfather Dong Dong and my older half-sister Emmeline. One day, I received news from their neighbor that my father Jamie has been murdered in Batangas. 2 years later, my grandfather suffers from various health complications, but with his dying breath, my grandfather makes me a promise to take care of all my siblings and make sure that they will live a good life. Almost parentless, I was forced to shoplift in order to fulfill my grandfather's instructions and feed all of my siblings. It was painful to me, but instead of dwelling in the pain, I think ways to escape the hardships I encounters. At the age of 16 years old, after being forced to marry a foreigner almost twice my age, I managed to escape from my mother and flies to Manila. With the help of my grandfather's friend, Raul, with only 1,000 peso in my pocket, I faced with another ordeal as I became homeless for almost 2 years, until I found my relatives from my father's side in Lipa, Batangas. Dolores and Belen take me in until I found myself in an online dating site where I met Scott, an Australian national whom I truly falls in love with. 2 years later, I was brought to Australia and married Scott. Still, I fulfill my promise to my grandfather. I started to work way upwards and applied as a crew member in McDonald's. 2 years later, I quit my job and applies for a security company and trains there for 6 months. From being a storefront guard, I got promoted as a security control room operator. While at work, I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, which inspires me to do more than just being good at my work, knowing that my purpose is greater than just surviving. It's keeping my promise to my late father figure Dong Dong. A few months later, I quit my job in the security office and started my first business. Through this business, I was able to send money to my younger siblings in Iloilo under my brother Chris' management. When my business got close, Scott mocked me and started beating me up, so I decided to leave Scott. After leaving Scott, I decided to start a business selling my clothes online. A famous Hollywood beauty guru bought one of my clothing pieces. My fast-growing business to boom as I began designing and producing my own products too. I fulfilled my promise to my late grandfather to always make sure that my siblings live a good life. I also built a home for my siblings and created more employment opportunities here in the Philippines. Hershey achieved her success through passion, determination, hard work, and sacrifices. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love. Love of what you are doing and learning to do.